That's it. Did it. Yes. Marvelous. Likutei Halachos. Hilchos Nesias Kapayim Halacha Hey. So, we said this is the minute that we're holding Masif Tesvav. The Pinchas got to Bris Shalom. He defeated Bilam. Once he defeated Bilam, they were able to break the Klipos, which is the war against the Midianites. Immediately afterwards, they have to count Am Yisrael, because in this Nekuda Akdoisha exists in every single private Yid. It exists by him. So, whenever it is that Am Yisrael gets out of sin and defilement, gets into Kedusha, they're counted. Immediately we talk about the inheritance of Eretz Yisrael. This is to these the land will be divided in a number of names. The light of the holy Nekuda, the manifestation of that light, it comes to a person differently according to where he is, his life is stationed, the Mokam and the Zman and the whole thing. In the totality of people, Ikar Nekuda and Klal Yisrael. When you're talking about the entire humanity, the Nekuda, the manifestation of the Nekuda Akdoisha is Am Yisrael. It is said, Germany's like greatest king was called King Friedrich. He's like the numero uno, and he was the harbinger of the Enlightenment. He was friends with the French philosopher and writer Voltaire, and whatever it is, it's like he was an Epicurus. So once he had an argument with a priest, and he said to the priest, "Give me a proof to the existence of God." So the priest thought and thought and thought, and he said, "The Jews." It makes no sense. Jews make no sense. That the nation should be persecuted for thousands of years and will be fresh as it always was. Doesn't show no feebleness, that doesn't get old, doesn't just constantly renews itself. While everybody and his uncle is running after with a pitchfork. It's just the Jews are the Gilui of the Nekuda Akdoisha, which is a revelation of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. In the world, the entire humanity is one Nekuda, boom, the Jews. In Klal Yisrael. Now, Ben Klal Yisrael, in the totality of Am Yisrael, Ikar Nekuda Utzadik HaEmes. The main revelation of the Nekuda is the true Tzadik. V'chen b'mokim. The same thing when we're talking about the physical place, in space. Ki gam b'chinas mokim yesh Nekuda Tova. There is, in the totality of the entire world, there's a single Nekuda Tova, which is Yisrael. So it's Nekuda Tova kol ha'olam. That's the good Nekuda in the entire world. That's why, Israelis cry that there are 200 territorial disputes in the world, and the only one where they mark the products is from the West Bank. What about all the rest of them? The rest of them don't count. The rest of them simply don't count. Because Eretz Yisrael is Nekuda Tova, that's why everybody argues about it. The Eretz Yisrael be'atzmo, Eretz Yisrael itself, Yesh 10 Kedushas, there are 10 levels of Kedusha. The Iker Nekuda, and the main Nekuda, the main revelation of in the what you call the space-time continuum, and the inner of space is the Even Shasiyah. It's the foundation stone of the world. Shu and Nekuda Shel Eretz Yisrael. That's the Nekuda of Eretz Yisrael. She Nekudas Kol Olam. That's the Nekuda of the entire world. That's the dot of the point of the entire world. Yechem Bazman. Same thing in time, in continuum of time. Ki bechol yom vayom yesh bo Nekuda Tova. Every single day has in it a specific Nekuda Tova. Ki les yom de les beitov. There is no day that does not include good in it. However, every day has a Nekuda Tova. But the entire time of the entire week, the main thing is Shabbos. That's a Nekuda that shines. This is where the world is created. And the Nekuda Shekol HaShana VaChadoshim, the Nekuda of all the year and all the months, and Rosh Chodesh. Every month, the main Nekuda is Rosh Chodesh. That's the Nekuda. That's the revelation of the Nekuda. The Yom Tovim and the holidays. V'ikeh Nekuda Shekol HaShana v'Kol Yomim Tovim, and the Nekuda of all the Shana, all the year and all the days and all the Yom Tovim, Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur, that's the one revelation. Days were created, and one of them is either you could say loy bevav and loy be'alef. Loy bevav means that one of them belongs to Kodesh Baruch Hu. Loy echad means that one of them is not counted, it's not one of all the regular days of the year. It's a separate day, it's a separate Metzias. This is Yom Kippur, it includes all the days. זה יום הכיפור שבו נכנס כל גודל שהוא מבחינת צדיק הדור, מבחינת נקודה כלליס, במקום אבן ששיר של נקודה סעילון. You have a convergence of the three Nekudas Toivos. You have the Ikar manifestation in Yom Kodesh. Olam, Shana, Nefesh. There's a world, which means space. Shana is time. And Nefesh is person, in the Neshamas. Each one has a Nekuda Tova. The Ikar Nekuda Tova of Nefesh is the Tzaddik. The Ikar Nekuda Tova in Olam is Even Shasiyah. The Ikar Nekuda Tova in days and time is Yom Kippur. That's why the Kohen Gadol, P'chinat Tzadik Hador, P'chinas Nekuda Klalis, that's the general Nekuda, comes from Even Shasiyah, he comes into the place of the foundation stone, which is Nekuda Sa'olam. Then all the Nekudas Tovos, the Kloiv, the Tzaddik and Mokan Nazman, the Nefesh, Olam Shaman Nefesh, and it comes Alken Az Umechila Zekaporos Kol Avoinais. That's why all the Averas are being atoned. Michmas Az Meira Etzem Nekuda B'Yoysa B'Yoysa, because that is each Nekuda augments the other. We said this is Nekudas Atzmo, Yechav, and the Tzaddik. All these are three Nekuda. When they converge together, it's not just one is added to the next. It's one is multiplies the next. One is exponentially, in power. Like in power of 2 and 3 and more, whatever they're exponentially. She'az me'iro etzem nekuda b'yoyser lekol ha'bchinas hanal, through all these bchinas. She'la'odom mokom zman. This brings about the shining forth of the holy Ahava that resides by this Nekuda. That's the thing that atones for all the Averis. Love covers up a multitude of sins, as they say. It covers up all of Pshoim. That's why the inheritance of Eretz Yisrael is immediately in Parshas Pinchas, immediately after Am Yisrael is being counted. Because Eretz Yisrael is Nekudas HaMokon. Am Yisrael is Nekudas HaNefesh. Because there, Sham Eretz Yisrael, over there in Eretz Yisrael, Zoche Bnei Yisrael shekabel kol echad ve'echad or הנקודה שלו, כפי חלקו בארץ ישראל. אבל כן ישמחו זה על הזה. In Eretz Yisrael, each and every Jew is Zoche to that every person will achieve his own light of his nekuda, according to his chelik in Eretz Yisrael. That's why the pashas are adjacent to one another. You can also understand this shtickle in begashmias. Every person, let's say secretary, okay? She is doing a job, and she gets paid 30 shekels an hour, 25 shekels an hour. Okay? What is she doing most of the day? Most of the day, her time is not worth even 5 shekels an hour. Whatever it is, whatever she doesn't know. But there is a point in the day, every day, where what she does is worth 10,000 shekels an hour. It can be just a minute, it can be 2 minutes of the entire day. Every person is like that. There's only 1 minute that is worth the whole thing. This is the only, when you're doing something which is really productive, really, that's the point. You can't get to that point unless you're there the entire day. You know, unless you're available. But there is that point in time which is even begashmis is a nekuda teva to every single day. It's a principle that, as we say, is a fractal principle. The world with Am Yisrael with the tzaddik, the world with Evan Shasio, the time with Yom Kippur. There's this nekuda teva which exists in everything. We continue tomorrow. No. Not even close. Not even close.